Ever wondered how to make a delicious gluten-free dinner? Well, you're in for a treat today. We're going to explore the delightful world of gluten-free meals. Our menu is packed full of flavor and variety, starting with a fresh Caprese Salad Skewers for our appetizer. For the main course, we have a juicy, grilled lemon herb chicken paired with nutritious quinoa. And to top it all off, a sinfully delicious flourless chocolate cake for dessert. Now imagine the delightful flavors that await. Scene script. Start the meal with a refreshing appetizer, Caprese Salad Skewers. For this vibrant dish, you'll need a handful of ingredients, but don't worry, they're easy to find, and the recipe itself is a breeze. Gather cherry tomatoes for that sweet, juicy pop. Then, you'll need mozzarella balls, creamy and mild, they'll balance out the tangy tomatoes. Fresh basil leaves are next, providing that aromatic punch. Finally, a drizzle of balsamic glaze will add a sweet and tangy finish to our skewers. Now, let's bring these ingredients together. Grab your skewer and let's start threading. First, pierce through a cherry tomato, sliding it to the end of the skewer. Next, skewer a mozzarella ball, followed by a fresh basil leaf. Fold it in half if it's a bit large. Repeat these steps until your skewer is filled with these delightful trios. When you've filled your skewer, it's time for that finishing touch. Drizzle your skewers generously with balsamic glaze. Watch as it cascades over the tomatoes, mozzarella and basil, creating a glossy coat that's not just pretty to look at, it's a flavor booster too. This process is a bit like a dance. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, tomato mozzarella basil, and before you know it, you've created a plate full of colorful, flavor-packed skewers. And there you have it, a fresh and delightful appetizer to start your gluten-free dinner. Moving on to the main course, grilled lemon herb chicken with quinoa. Now this dish is a symphony of flavors, textures and aromas. The ingredients are simple, yet when combined, they create a culinary masterpiece. We will need boneless chicken breasts, fresh lemon juice, a blend of herbs, olive oil, a pinch of salt, and of course quinoa. Let's start by marinating the chicken. This is where the magic begins. Take your boneless chicken breasts and bathe them in a mixture of fresh lemon juice, mixed herbs, olive oil and salt. The lemon juice gives the chicken a tangy flavor and helps tenderize the meat, while the herbs provide a burst of freshness and the olive oil adds a touch of richness. The salt, well, it's there to elevate all the other flavors. Let the chicken marinate for at least an hour or overnight if you have the time. While the chicken is soaking up all those wonderful flavors, let's get the quinoa ready. Quinoa is a great source of protein and fiber, making it a perfect companion for our grilled chicken. Rinse the quinoa under cold water before cooking to remove any bitterness. Then, cook it according to the package instructions until it's fluffy and translucent. Once the chicken has marinated and the quinoa is cooked, it's time to bring it all together. Grill the chicken until it's beautifully charred on the outside and juicy on the inside. This should take about 6 to 8 minutes on each side. Remember, the key to a perfect grilled chicken is patience. Don't rush it. Let it cook on its own sweet time. To serve, place a generous helping of quinoa on a plate, then top it with a piece of the grilled chicken. If you're feeling fancy, garnish with a sprinkle of fresh herbs and a lemon wedge on the side. Voila! A hearty and satisfying gluten-free main course is ready. This grilled lemon herb chicken with quinoa is not just a meal, it's an experience, a celebration of simple ingredients coming together to create something truly special. Scene script. Finally, it's time for the sweet ending, a flourless chocolate cake. This indulgent treat is not only a chocoholic's dream but also a perfect dessert for those who prefer gluten-free options. So let's dive into the ingredients list. You'll need some high-quality dark chocolate, unsalted butter, granulated sugar, fresh eggs, and pure cocoa powder. That's it. Simple, right? Start by breaking your dark chocolate into small pieces. The quality of your chocolate will directly influence your cake, so choose wisely. Then, add your butter. We're going to melt these two together, creating a velvety, chocolatey heaven. A double boiler is perfect for this task, but if you don't have one, don't worry. A heat-proof bowl over simmering water works just as well. Stir gently until the chocolate and butter meld into a glossy, luscious concoction. Next, you'll need to blend in your sugar. You might wonder why we're not using a fancy kind of sugar. Well, good old granulated sugar works best here. It dissolves easily and doesn't alter the rich chocolate flavor we're aiming for. Stir it in until it's well incorporated. Now, let's bring in the eggs. These are the leavening agents in our cake as we're not using any flour or baking powder. Beat them lightly before mixing them in, one at a time. Make sure each egg is fully integrated before adding the next. The final ingredient is our cocoa powder. This not only intensifies the chocolate flavor but also gives our cake structure. Fold it gently into your batter, ensuring it's well dispersed but not overmixed. Once your batter is smooth and shiny, it's ready for the oven. Pour it into your prepared pan and bake until set. The exact time will depend on your oven, but you're looking for a cake that's firm on the outside and slightly fudgy in the middle. And that's your delectable gluten-free dessert, a rich and fudgy flourless chocolate cake. This is a dessert that proves you don't need flour to create a delicious and satisfying end to your meal. Enjoy! So, there you have it. We've embarked on a delightful culinary journey, crafting a full dinner menu that is not only mouth-wateringly delicious but also completely gluten-free. Let's take a moment to recap. From the appetizers, where we assembled the vibrant and fresh Caprese Salad Skewers, to our main course, the grilled lemon herb chicken paired with light and fluffy quinoa. Each dish was packed with flavor and nutrient-rich ingredients, proving that gluten-free doesn't equate to taste-free. And let's not forget the grand finale, our flourless chocolate cake. Decadent, rich, and utterly satisfying, it was the perfect ending to our meal, showing us that even dessert can be enjoyed without the worry of gluten. These recipes encapsulate the essence of gluten-free cooking: simple, nutritious, and delicious. So go ahead and try these at home. Whether you're a seasoned chef or a kitchen novice, these dishes are sure to impress. Enjoy your culinary journey in the gluten-free world. Bon appétit!